Welcome to part 2 of Steward Africa User Guide. Let's begin. So in part 1, we talked about how you can sign up and log in to the platform. Here we're going to be going through how you can create a team and pool. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below your screen for updates. And also, if you would like to join us, kindly hit the link below. We also advise users to use Chrome browser on their phones or laptop. Now, to create a team, first of all, we need to go to our dashboard. You need to log in and go to your dashboard. Now, first of all, you click on Create Team here. Then, you need to add the necessary information. Now, for example, let's say I want to save 500,000 naira over the next 5 months. I will create a team of 5 of 100,000 naira. It means I want to save 100,000 naira every month. So under period, which you can see here, I'll pick 5. All right. Then under amount, I'll select 100,000 naira. Okay. Then under contribution type. Now, this is very important. All right. Under contribution type. Now, if I'm creating a team on behalf of my friends, relatives, or colleagues at work, I'll pick intra because they are people I know and we don't need background check on them. But if I'm looking to connect with people from organizations, then I pick inter, which will require background check on all of us before we get started to a certain information supplied. Now, the background check comes at a cost. In other words, cost of inter contribution is always much higher than intra. Okay, then finally, you pick if you want the insured option or not, which you can see here. Now, insurance covers inability to pay due to job loss, disability, or death. This means that in the event of any of these eventualities, insurance will step in to help the affected member complete his or her savings. Now, this is a form of guaranteed target savings. All right. So I should point out here that intra, which is with friends, relatives, and colleagues, can be insured or not, while all inter must be insured. Now, insurance is 0.44% of whatever the contribution sum is. Like the example given above, it will be 0.44% of 500,000 naira. Now, if you are creating for intra, you need the consent of other members to know if they want it insured or not, as you alone cannot insure your contribution. Then for the inter, admin will not approve any group that is not insured. Now, once you are done with filling the necessary information, you hit create, or you can click create. Now, note that in case you created a team wrongly, you can go back to create team and create the right team. Admin will delete all wrongful created group over time. Once you create a team, it looks something like this. Now, I would like you to take note of your group number. All right, take note of the group number. Now, to check the team you created, go to your dashboard. All right, click on pending team. Now, you can locate the team you created by searching for the team number or the group number, which is very key, and also the date it was created. Once you find it, you can now click on pool. Now, on the pool page, you will need to fill your collection order, which is where you select whether you want to collect first, second, or last. Now, once a member picks a collection order, it won't be available for subsequent members of that group. That is, if I pick 1, subsequent members will have from 2 downwards to pick. You will also need to fill your preferred debit day or preferred debit day of the month, which you can see here. We know that users are salary earners, and we all have different days our salaries are paid. So users are expected to select a day they are sure their account will be funded enough for debit. We advise intra-contribution teams to advise other group members to select same or close debit day so that funds are debited same day and bulk sum paid immediately. The preferred debit day window opens 20th and ends on the 7th of the next month. So if you know your salary won't be paid within this period, we advise you don't participate, as defaulters will be treated in line with our sanction grade in the group policy. Okay, so we go to the debit payment mode. Now, we have options of debit mandate and check. The default mode is debit mandate and should be left that way. All right, so we go down to direct debit mandate file. Now, this is where you need to upload your signed and completed debit mandate form by snapping or scanning into your gallery. Now, we'll touch the debit mandate form in part 3. So when you're done uploading, you can then tick the read and accept terms and conditions and then click on pull. All right, now after pulling, it adds your subscription number to the queue and reduces the vacant spaces left in the group. Now you need to advise your other friends to follow same process. Now I must point out here that, okay, we can go back to our pending team. Okay, there's something I'll need to point out here. Now, if you click on your pending team, okay, you'll notice that the group 30001 has an account number. Now, this is an example of a group with a user already in the queue. Okay, as you can see here. All right. Now, once the group is filled, we send all mandates to respective banks for approval. Once we get approval from all participants, admin pushes your team from pending to active. There, all participants get debited monthly and bulk sum paid in a predetermined order. Now, for confidentiality purpose, all you see on pending and active teams are subscription numbers, but you have the privilege of seeing details of members of your group by clicking on My Team. There you see basic information you need about them. Okay, so that'll be all for part 2. I believe by now you should know how to create a team and also pool. Join me in part 3 as we talk about the mandate form and the chat room. Thank you.